Don't drop your tiny nuts. Okay, it is insanely hot. And I'm not even one of the ones suffering the heat wave. It's just regular old Georgia hot. We got our barkbusters that we try to put on 3 times. We've got our ASV series F2. Looks like it's got the little jobble dobble. So hopefully we're gonna put these in, easy peasy, and we're gonna have new how you doing. So let's see. I guess I need a perch. Sure looks like it's missing some hardware. I guess we'll get into it and see. Came directly from ASV, so I would hope it'd be okay. I'm not sure. It's really weird. I got 1 plastic perch piece and 4 bolts. Gonna put a little bit of red grease back on the brake lever too. Don't drop your tiny nuts. Don't drop your little bitty tiny nuts. Son of a dick! Don't drop your tiny nuts twice. I don't like. Man, does this camera overheat quick. Okay, so yeah, this screw. You just turn it clockwise, and then you can pull that in straight, get it to where you want it, and then adjust your, I just had to unscrew that a little bit, like going this piece, going that way, and then after I loosen this, the lock nut up, then you tighten that back up, and then you got the feather, you know, do it how you like it, and put it where you adjust it. Before I adjusted that, like there was just like little, there was no room to feather, like as soon as you started to let out, the gear caught. And I don't like that, you know, I like a little more play in the clutch in case I need to feather up a hill or whatever. All right, let's do the next one. Oh, forgot about that spring. Don't forget about your spring. Can't really grease this one the same way, so I'm just gonna put a little grease on top and bottom. And I'll wipe her clean after I get her in there. So yeah, my other one has a quick adjust, so I wasn't really sure how to do this one, but you just take this outside piece off, and then you can adjust this, you know, screw it counterclockwise to bring the brake closer to you, and clockwise to bring it farther away, but it was already really far away. And now it should just be a matter of screwing that back on and locking it down tight. Not exactly an on-the-fly adjustment. Okay, she's not perfect. Doesn't fit as perfectly as she does on my other one, but good enough. We're going to be testing the strength of these bolts because this should be out about where my finger is. And I've just got it squeezed in and then held tight by the bolts. Again, this might be overkill. I probably don't necessarily need this now that I have the unbreakable levers. Same thing on the Kawasaki. But I really like the way barkbusters look, first of all. And, I mean, if they fit, they fit. And it looks like they fit. Even with, you know, through a little bit of manipulation. Alright, let's put the plastic on. Which I actually don't even have to do. I kind of like the way it looks like that, but I'm gonna put the plastic on. I'll probably do with my trail bike that I didn't realize you could do because I don't think they sent me the instructions, but you can hit this sucker with a heat gun and then razor blade out these slots so you get some airflow. I don't necessarily know if I want to do it with this one because I might be riding this bike in the winter, but the Cowie is definitely getting this action done. Okay, everything is working lovely. Brakes need to be adjusted just slightly. Bags need to be adjusted just slightly. So I've been just hauling ass here, ripping around hardcore. Doesn't feel like the foam is melting at all. I don't know if there's a solution to keep that from bunching up like that or not. Maybe loosen up, yeah, I think that's probably about it. I think they're gonna stay more or less like that. Oh, I got my mini wannabe adventure bike my full-on travel dual sport. Alright, if it ever cools it off, I can go for a ride again. Speaking of cooling off, I'm gonna go do that and then I'll put everything away. I already ordered my Ricochet skid plate, so I'll have to put that on soon. And then the only other thing I'll be needing is radiator guards, potentially, eventually. I'm not doing any engine mods on this thing. I think it's fine the way it is. I may eventually do a sprocket change if I decide I'm gonna take it more on the highway. But yeah, there she is. Love it.